Christy at How to Happiness, and welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about forgiveness. There's going to be 3 videos in this series. This first one will be our introduction, so I can let you know why we want to bring forgiveness into our lives. The second video will show you how to do that, and the third will talk about forgiveness of parents, which not all of us need to do, but some of us do, and we can get caught up with that stuff, and we want to be able to let that go. We're also going to be bringing in some of the things that we talked about and used and learned in the Inner Child series. So we'll be using that and making even more use of that, as if it wasn't useful enough. Okay, so why should we bother to forgive? The problem with holding grudges and remembering terrible things that have happened to us that other people have done to us is that it can be very unhealthy for us, ourselves. So when we go over and over stories that have happened to us, the bad things that have happened to us, and recall the terrible events and the people who were involved in them, we bring up all those emotions over and over again into our bodies. All that negativity, all that unhappiness, and all that hurt and disappointment just comes up over and over again. Every time we bring it up, every time we tell the story again, every time we run through it in our mind just to make sure we've got the facts right. That's what I used to do. I used to be worried that somebody would just, change the story somehow, and I'd forget what actually happened and why I ended up doing what I did, and all my excuses will be gone. So I used to go over these events so I would remember them exactly how they happened. But these things bring up all these emotions and things into our bodies and make us very unhealthy and unhappy. Not only that, but we have an idea of ourselves as these people are victims of these terrible events and these terrible situations. So we want to be able to let go of those things and let go of these unpleasant parts of our history so that we can go on and build new lives from this point on, happier lives. We can choose what we want to put into our new lives, and we don't have to be held back by our past and the past events and how we feel about them. So the way that we want to go about doing that is to find a way to forgive those people in our lives who we feel have somehow done us badly, hurt us, disappointed us, maybe even physically hurt us. And we want to be able to let those things go. And the best way to do that is to go ahead and forgive them. Well, that sounds so simple. Oh yes, just forgive them. I've only been carrying this story around for years and years and years. It's part of who I am. But we don't want it anymore, and we do want to let go of it. So in the next video, we'll talk about how we can go ahead and forgive people. And it's an ongoing process, but having the tools and the knowledge and sort of being aware of how we're feeling about another person, and maybe not retelling the story and all that sort of stuff over and over again, those things will help us to start getting past those bad points in our history and letting them go so that we can start being happy. So I'll see you in the next video. Just a note, in the next video I'm going to welcome you back to Bundeena, where apparently I did the introduction for this tutorial series. However, the person in charge of pressing record down at Bundeena on the day neglected to do so. That'll be me. So we had to do it again at home. So that's why we're not at Bundeena now, but we are at Bundeena in the next video. So enjoy that one.